Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Everyday English Academy, where we make English simple and enjoyable. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Mike, waving hello to every one of you, wherever in the world you're listening from today.
So, Mike, we got a message this week that I keep thinking about.
Was this from one of our listeners?
Yes. She wrote, "I can't afford to travel. Will my English ever get good?" And it was so honest, it kind of stopped me.
There's real worry sitting under that question.
There is, and this whole episode is our answer. And the short version? Yes, 100% yes.
Because here's what a lot of people get wrong. To immerse yourself just means to sink right into something, to surround yourself with it completely.
Which is why I say I immerse myself in English. I put a show on after dinner and just let it run. My ears are swimming in it for 2 hours.
And that is immersion. You made it in your living room, no boarding pass required.
I used to believe you needed a plane for it, genuinely. Years ago, I told myself my English was frozen until I could afford a flight somewhere.
And was it frozen?
Only because I decided it was. So this fear of I have to fly abroad or it's hopeless, we can put that down right now.
We can, although I do want to defend travel a bit, because it did do something for me.
Go on then.
I'll say this now. The one thing that actually made my English click wasn't a country at all. I'll come back to it.
Okay, defend travel. What does going abroad actually give you?
It pushes you out of your comfort zone. Hard. At home, you can hide. Abroad, you're hungry, you're lost, and nobody switches to your language.
So you're forced to speak.
Forced. Let me paint you day one in Krakow. I come out of the train station, I've got a paper map the wrong way up, and I need to ask a stranger where my street is.
And your Polish at that moment is...
4 words, maybe 5 if you count pointing. But I had to ask, so I asked, badly, and somehow I got by.
Ooh, stop there. Get by. That means you manage with just enough. Not beautifully, just enough to survive the moment.
Right, like my French is terrible, but I got by in Paris. I didn't shine, I survived. The man pointed left. My street was right. But the point is, I opened my mouth and I lived through it.
You got by. Wrong directions and all. And I'll admit, you do pick things up faster when you're standing in the middle of it.
You do. You pick up phrases without even studying. To pick up a language or a few words means you learn them naturally, just from hearing them around you all day.
So a kid picks up words on the playground. You picked yours up at a market stall.
Something like that. The lady selling bread said the same phrase to every customer, and by my 3rd loaf, I was saying it back to her.
See, that's lovely, actually. That's exposure doing its quiet work.
And even planning a trip does something to your brain. You lie in bed rehearsing, thinking, when I fly to Tokyo next month.
Ooh, and there's a classic slip hiding in that sentence. Do we say, when I arrive in Tokyo, I'll speak Japanese? Or when I will arrive in Tokyo, I'll speak Japanese?
The clue is that word when. After when, even for a future plan, we keep it simple present.
So, it's when I arrive in Tokyo, I'll speak Japanese. The will waits for the second half, never right after when.
When I arrive, then I'll speak. That's the shape of it.
Okay, so you're standing in Krakow, day 1, map upside down. How does it feel in your body?
Daunting. Properly daunting.
Daunting, meaning scary because it looks too big to handle?
That heavy, I cannot do this feeling before you've even opened your mouth. Walking into a shop where I knew 4 words felt daunting.
So, what did you actually do in the shop?
First day, I fumbled everything. I fumbled my words, went bright red, and just pointed at the food like a toddler.
Fumble is perfect there. You handled it clumsily, dropped it, made a mess of the whole thing.
Completely. Grabbed the wrong pastry, paid too much, walked out sweating. But by day 3, I finally ventured out on my own and ordered a coffee. Out loud, no pointing.
Ventured out. You went somewhere new, somewhere a bit unknown, even though part of you wanted to hide in the hostel.
And the sky didn't fall. Your comfort zone stretches a bit wider every single day you push it.
And that's the part I do love about travel. You stop being terrified of mistakes.
You have to. You mess up your order, the world keeps spinning. Nobody remembers by lunchtime.
Which is another one learners trip on. Do we say, don't worry about doing a few mistakes, or don't worry about making a few mistakes?
We make mistakes. We don't do them. Don't worry about making a few mistakes.
Yep, you make a mistake, you make a decision, but you do your homework. Little pairs you just have to memorize as a set. Okay, but here's my real question, Mike. You went abroad. What did you actually come home with?
Define come home with.
Language, Mike. You spent a whole week in Krakow. How much Polish came back in your suitcase?
I have a keychain from the hostel and exactly one phrase.
One phrase.
One beer. I can say one beer in Polish. That is the entire harvest.
A full week in Poland and your total vocabulary is one beer?
In my defense, it was an extremely useful phrase that particular week.
See, this is exactly my point. Being there didn't teach you. You were surrounded by Polish for 7 days, and you came home with a keychain and a beer.
Okay, that one stings because it's true. And here's the sadder part. By the time I landed, all my app phrases were already gone.
Ooh, careful. There's a tricky tense in that. By the time you landed in Poland, you forgot every phrase or you had forgotten every phrase?
The forgetting happened before the landing, so it's I had forgotten every phrase. Past perfect for the action that came first.
Right. 2 past moments. The earlier one, the forgetting, takes had. By the time I landed, I had forgotten everything. But 1 beer.
You just had to squeeze it back in.
I will squeeze it in all episode. So let me make the other case, the stay home case. It's cheaper, and I think it's stronger.
All right, sell it to me.
The problem with a trip is it ends. It has a return flight. My sofa doesn't end. I get exposure every single day.
Exposure, meaning regular contact with the language?
Yes, small bits, constantly. Daily exposure beats 1 wild week. You hear it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and it never packs a bag and flies home.
Okay, that's fair. Repetition is where things actually stick.
So here's what I really do. I put on a show, and I peel the subtitles off slowly, 1 setting at a time. First week, subtitles in English. A month later, no subtitles, just my ears.
You make the most of one show.
I make the most of everything. To make the most of something is to squeeze all the value out of it, even something small. I make the most of a 2-minute cooking video by saying every step out loud with the chef.
Out loud? In your kitchen? Alone?
Chopping an onion, talking to a man on a screen. It looks mad. It works.
And you switched your phone to English too, didn't you?
My whole phone lives in English now. Free exposure all day, right there in my pocket. Although, true story, the first morning I spent a full minute hunting for settings because my brain forgot where it lived.
But that is the point, isn't it? A bit of confusion, then it clicks into place.
That's how you get the hang of it. To get the hang of something is to slowly figure out how it works until one day it feels natural and you don't even think about it.
So at first, the English menus confuse you, and a few weeks later, you don't even notice they changed.
You've got the hang of it. You know what else works? My sister covers her whole flat in sticky notes.
Sticky notes?
The fridge says fridge, the mirror says mirror, all in English. Every time she grabs the milk, she reads the word.
That's immersion you can literally touch. Her whole kitchen is a vocabulary list.
And it costs 1 pack of sticky notes. Try getting a flight for that.
Cheapest trip abroad ever. And the commute, do you use that?
Always. 20 minutes on the bus, headphones in, 1 English podcast, and I whisper the sentences back under my breath.
People definitely think you're talking to yourself.
People definitely think I'm talking to myself. Worth it. That's 20 minutes of exposure I'd have thrown away staring out the window.
See, that's what people miss. Home is full of these tiny slots.
And the best free tool of all? People. I've got a neighbor who's so eager to practice her English.
Eager, really keen, really wanting to.
She's eager to talk to absolutely anyone who will stand still. Every time I'm at the recycling bins, out she comes, ready to converse.
Converse. That's a slightly smarter word for have a conversation, isn't it?
It is. To converse is to talk with someone, back and forth. I converse with her for 10 minutes over the cardboard, and there's my speaking practice. Free. No airport, no jet lag.
And there's a proper name for that kind of arrangement, isn't there? A language exchange.
There is. You find someone learning your language, and you swap. Half an hour of English, half an hour of theirs.
A free teacher, basically. 2 teachers.
And it feels far less daunting than a foreign street, because you're both nervous. You're both fumbling.
Ah, fumbling is back. 2 nervous people fumbling together over a video call.
Nobody's judging anybody. My first exchange partner and I spent 10 minutes just laughing at each other's accents. That was the whole first lesson.
And you learned more in that than in a week of a grammar book, I bet.
Every time.
Here's a nice contrast, actually. Same tiny moment, 2 places. Abroad, day 1, you point at a pastry, mumble 1 word, done. 30 seconds.
Whereas at home, a proper chat with a talkative coworker can run 20 minutes and cover your whole weekend.
So the abroad version can be smaller than the home version. That surprised me.
It shocks a lot of people. They picture travel as this constant fire hose of language, and often it's a lot of pointing and smiling and silence.
Guilty. So much silent smiling.
And here's the trap nobody warns you about. You can fly all the way to another country and spend the whole week speaking your own language.
The tourist bubble. Oh, it's real. In Krakow, half my hostel was British.
So you flew 2,000 miles to order breakfast in English.
When you say it like that, it's tragic.
It's not tragic. It's just proof. The plane didn't do the work. Whether you grow comes down to one thing, and it isn't the country.
Passport or no passport, same question. Are you actually opening your mouth? Okay. Can I be properly honest now?
This is the thing you left hanging, isn't it?
It is. Because I've been defending travel, and I do love travel. But the trip is not the thing that made my English click.
Then what was?
A coworker. Years ago. A guy called Tom who never, ever stopped talking. I spoke to him every single day for a year.
So it wasn't Krakow.
It was Tom. Daily, ordinary, slightly annoying Tom. That is when it clicked. Not the passport stamp, not the keychain.
And there's the whole answer for our listener. It was never about where you were standing. It was the regular contact with a real person.
The exposure, which, and this is the painful part, I could have had on my sofa the entire time.
Because here's the real thing. My English hit a plateau once, a full year of nothing.
A plateau. That flat stage where you're putting in the hours but you're not moving up. Like climbing a hill and the path suddenly goes dead flat.
That's the one. And no trip fixed it. Talking every day fixed it. I just had to persevere.
Persevere. Keep going. Don't quit, even when it's slow and dull and nothing seems to be happening.
And the plateau is sneaky because you can't see it while you're on it. You just feel like you're failing.
When really, you're in the flat part right before the next climb.
So if you're on one right now, listening to us, don't read it as I'm bad. Read it as I'm right before the good bit.
And was it worthwhile? All those flat, boring days of no progress?
Completely worthwhile. Worth the time, worth the effort. The plateau only ended because I refused to stop.
You know what's funny? We keep saying you get good at speaking, good at talking, nervous about ordering.
And that ing is a real rule, not an accident. After a preposition like at or about, the verb takes ing. Good at speaking, never good at speak.
Tired of studying, afraid of making mistakes. Preposition, then ing. A quiet little pattern that's absolutely everywhere.
Learn that one, and half your sentences suddenly click into place.
Speaking of clicking, should we say a few of these out loud?
Let's. I'll say a short line, you repeat it right after me. You can immerse yourself right at home.
Honestly, all that practice felt worthwhile.
You don't need a plane to improve.
I picked up a few phrases fast.
Nice. Say those into the mirror this week. They'll settle in. Okay, the practical bit. Everyone listening, if you're staying home this week, here's your one move.
Just one?
Just one. Find your Tom, a neighbor, a language exchange partner, anyone eager to talk. Converse for 10 minutes and don't switch back to your own language when it gets hard.
And if you are heading somewhere soon, here's yours. Don't just point and get by. Venture out and actually try the phrase you rehearsed.
Even if you fumble it proudly.
Come home with more than one beer is all I'm asking.
More than one beer.
And I really want to know this. Team travel or team stay home? Which one honestly did more for your English? Tell us down in the comments.
And one more, because it's my favorite. What's the strangest place you ever picked up an English word? A song, a video game, a shampoo bottle?
Mine was a bar in Krakow.
We know, Mike.
One beer, forever grateful.
Quick round before we go. I say the situation, you throw me today's word. Ready?
Go on.
You're surrounded by English all evening on your sofa.
You immerse yourself. That's immersion. Homemade.
You manage in Paris with your terrible French.
You get by. Barely, but you get by.
You learn one beer without ever opening a book.
You pick it up. Painfully on brand for me.
Now you test me.
The first day in a brand new country feels scary and huge.
Daunting, deeply daunting.
You panic and handle your words clumsily.
You fumble them. I fumble half my coffee orders.
You finally step out somewhere new and unknown.
You venture out. Brave stuff.
You push past what feels safe and easy.
You're out of your comfort zone, and that's where the growth hides. Back to me. Daily contact with the language.
Exposure. Regular contact, day after day.
Squeezing all the value out of one show.
Making the most of it.
Slowly figuring out how something works.
Getting the hang of it.
Talking back and forth with your keen neighbor.
You converse, and she's always eager to.
Eager. Right. And when you're stuck on that flat, going nowhere stage,
A plateau. You just persevere straight through it.
persevere. And was every bit of it worthwhile?
Every single minute. Worth the effort.
So, Daniela and anyone scared they're stuck, you're not stuck. Passport or sofa, the secret is the same.
Use your mouth, get your exposure, and persevere.
If this helped even a bit, give it a like and hit subscribe. It honestly keeps these episodes coming.
And send it to a friend who still thinks they need a plane ticket to get good.
They don't. Keep talking, keep going, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye, everyone. And remember, one beer.
Goodbye.